Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. The, our book this month is one that was recommended by Brandon Sanderson. This is actually a new cover version, so don't be confused. But this
Yeah,
is
it's not a new age book. It
no,
was released in 1982.
82.
And it wasn't just Brandon Sanderson, it was actually Henry Cavill is where I got the recommendation
Oh,
from, Jess.
really?
Yeah, because he was on an interview and someone said, "Hey, what books?" And they didn't even get to finish the question, right? And he's already listing people. And this was one of them, like this author and Brandon Sanderson. And, some other things that I was like, I agreed with. So I recommended us to read this book this month. And I won't lie, I was disappointed. I didn't really like the book. I thought it would have read better if it had been like short stories, or at least separated, because I thought some of the plots were disjointed and would have read better if they had been just different stories. So yeah,
What was your stars? What did you give it?
I honestly, knee jerk reaction, I just said two, right? Submitted it, and then I was like, it's rated so high with other people, and I understand that some people really enjoy that style. It reads so Dungeons and Dragons campaign to me that I didn't enjoy it as a novel book to like sit down and like read and gorge, right? Because I read books in one day, like a lot. This book legitimately took me the whole month, and
I
I honestly didn't actually read the whole thing.
That was my confession too. I tried so hard because I knew that we were going to discuss this thing. And the first thing that got me was I had to push through was his name. The name of the main character is Pug. Pug? Are you kidding me? So that was a huge hurdle just to like the first, I don't know, a couple of sentences. And so that sort of just set the tone for me. I was always pushing to be like, oh, okay, I gotta keep going and like want to finish this. And I guess I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. This voice and the descriptions are fine. With the writing style, I just didn't like the plot and the pacing was off, just like Kim was saying. Um, it's gonna be a 2.5. I'll bump it up to a 3.
That's what I did. I put it as a three in Goodreads, but I'm going to put it in review and probably put it 2.5 because
Yeah.
I just I don't know. I just
And I think it's probably because this one was made in 1982. I mean, if you think about fantasy at that time, there wasn't much out there. I mean, it was probably fairly novel for its time, but people have really refined this genre.
I don't know. I would disagree with you because I read a sci-fi book from the 80s recently, The Player of Games, and I honestly it reads like it was written now because anyway, I'm not to go too much into that one, but I recommend that one. Go ahead and read that. Read that. So
Was like science fiction, you can go to like Isaac Asimov and
well,
and go into that kind of
this is slightly sci-fi though. When you talk about
get
slipping somebody into
portals.
a portal, that's why it's also kind of strange.
Portals are semi still science fiction fantasy. Kind of
Yeah,
it depends. He put it more of a magic system. So
that's
it's a
true. I guess it's
magic
still
portal
fantasy.
versus a scientific based portal.
Although I guess we do
Yeah.
like the 10th Kingdom, and that's very much a sci-fi, and that's
That's
very much a fantasy.
fantasy.
That's not sci-fi, but that's because they go through magic mirrors.
I love that idea of a magic mirror. But anyway, we
Another
digress.
sidetrack. That's also a great thing to watch if you ever are interested in that. It's called the 10th Kingdom. It was a mini series that they did on TV. And
I really liked that new series.
oh, suck it elf.
There's so many good lines in it. As you can tell, we would rather talk about anything but this book, and I actually feel a little bad
I do
about
too. I'm gonna try to attempt to read something else of his. Just
that's
not
possible.
connecting with this series. So I'm just gonna go
Pug. That's all I gotta say. Pug is his
pug
name.
pug 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 pug.
Just no, absolutely not.
Um on another note, the last fourth secret release project of Brandon Sanderson's book. And we have decided that's the book we're going to read for next month.
What a hard decision.
Oh, it's so hard. And it's called The Sunlit Man, or what was it?
I don't remember, but it's a beautiful cover. Red, striking. I'm
I
excited.
got it in the mail before. Just got wait. It's funny because she usually gets them before me, and so it came in the mail when I was out of town this last weekend. I was pretty excited to come home and see the package.
Yeah. Anywho, so look forward to next month.
And I mean, feel free to drop down notes as to why you personally enjoyed it. Like I guess what I could say in its in appreciation for it is I'm sure that it opened up doors to other people to write more and look into fantasy maybe more. It also is kind of a sexist book because everyone who had the most significance in the book was male.
Medieval tends to be that where they draw on the medieval, like females are sort of
I guess.
in
I
their
mean,
role. And it's the whole anime thing too, where like the sometimes like the female doesn't know what to do and they're like hysterical or like too emotional. And it's just like,
you get this face from me.
yeah.
Oh, anyway.
Anyway, it's got a few things that we don't like, but it has some nuggets in it that it's not too bad. But definitely took a lot of effort to get.
I don't want to go mining. I don't want to have to go dig for it. So sorry.
That's the hard thing is that so much is written right now. You can easily find something that
Yeah.
you can just read in a day. I mean, I do.
Yeah. There's just so many options for what to read that it's hard to.
What were your standard?
I didn't say it, but this is me. Well, top for now.
But
Yeah.
and to what really quick, sometimes it's good to read a book that doesn't give like you a 4 or 5 star. Be like reminds you, oh yeah, this is what you could start out as. It doesn't mean that the author stays there, or maybe it was just not the book for us.
Yeah. I don't know. I read lots of three-star books and I really enjoy them. So the fact that I couldn't even get this into this and enjoy it, I'd say is something. So
Sorry. Tune in next time for a better
discussion.
yeah.